What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today in this video I'm going to discuss working on some of the biggest TV shows from around the world. Game of Thrones. Who hasn't seen Game of Thrones? Marcella or Marcella, whatever way you want to say it. What was that other one I was a part of again? What was it again? The one everyone knows me from. The one that changed my life. What was that called again? Oh aye.
We've got Kyle Doherty. Hi, Kyle.
What's the crack?
Let's get started. Game of Thrones. Up in Belfast, drive an hour from Derry where I live. We get into the marquee, big massive marquee. There's probably about 200, 300 people on it. Obviously pre-COVID. But anyway, we're there, breakfast is provided, getting a big feed. I'm like, it's going to be a long day, I'm going to eat like mad, and I sit myself down beside this guy. I thought I'll just talk to him all day, I have no other mates here. So the girl comes over to us too and she goes, oh, are you ready? He's ready. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So she's like, right, come on with me. So I throw my stuff in the bin and she brings me through to this other marquee. All I hear is like, zzz. I'm like, what is happening here? And I look around me. And it's wall-to-wall bald heads. I say to the girl, I'm like, what's happening here? I was like, I thought we were going in to get our makeup done. And she was like, oh yeah, but you have to get your head shaved first. I was like, what? I says, I'm not getting my head shaved. I didn't agree to get a baldy to be a part in this show that I've never even watched. And she's like, well, you have to get your head shaved if you want to be in it. And I says, listen, I didn't drive up an hour. Not that far, like, but anyway. I was like, I didn't drive up an hour to be on this show, to be told I need to get a baldy whenever nobody spoke to me about it beforehand. So she went back, spoke to the producer, came back to me and said, look, it's okay, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. So got my makeup done, blood, tan, whatever else. Get fitted for my costume, and we go into this other marquee. There's men crying, there's people sleeping because they've been there that long. They're crying their heads off. One guy came up to me and he was like, why the do you not have your head shaved and all us men are standing around here with bald heads? I thought on the spot, I was like, well, I've got another TV show to record in Derry tomorrow. So I was like, they don't want me to have a baldy head. And he was like, oh, sorry lad, sorry about that. After all the baldy head saga happened, we make our way out to the film set. Now there was a giant castle over to my right hand side. In front of me there was the biggest green screen I've ever seen in my life. There was an army there. If you know Game of Thrones, they were all on horses and they were big fellas, beards with like ponytails. And they were all riding in their horses. We were standing there. I was a part of the Unsullied army. So I'm standing there with the shield up and the spear, and we're learning all these moves and marching together. This went on for 11 hours. I think it was 11 and a half. My back was broke. And because I've never watched it before, I had no real interest in actually being there other than sort of getting paid. I remember complaining to one boy, and he was from England, and he was like, I've came the whole way over here from England and you're sitting there crying. He was like, mate, there's so many other people who want this opportunity and you're just here and you've never even watched the show. So I was like, glad I can complain if my back's getting there, Doherty. In other words, my back was sore. But there was one part in it where Jon Snow was, I now know as Jon Snow, was right beside me. It was about a meter away, and we're all lined up, and I didn't know who this guy was. So one guy was beside me and he was like, hi boy, do you know who that is? No, he was like, it's Jon Snow. And I was like, I have no idea who you're talking about. And he was pretty angry as well. But anyway, I kept looking over at this guy going, my god, like, this is somebody that I don't know and I don't really care, but it seems to be a big deal. Yeah, so I was in Game of Thrones.
About Marcella.
My name's Kira.
I'm living with them.
That breaks every rule.
Like using a presumed dead cop to go undercover.
The Belfast criminal fraternity. We're untouchable. We trained for this, Kira.
The family.
If anyone can take the Maguires down, it's her.
Marcella Series 3. Left the house about 6 in the morning. Got up to Belfast again. because Derry just doesn't seem to get many recordings other than Derry Girls.
There are no jobs in Derry. That's all you ever hear anybody say.
Anyway, we go to a nightclub. It's probably 7:30, I think. It's pretty early. Everyone I met that day was hilarious. It was one of the best sets I've ever been on, just for the extra cast. It was brilliant. Loved them. And we're all there pretending to drink shots of water, and we've got fake beer. We make our way onto the nightclub floor. Now, I never knew this, and I doubt anybody knows this. Maybe they do if they have common sense. But every scene in like film or TV that there would be loud music playing and the actors would be talking as well, it's in silence. So there is no music playing in the background, and all the actors are just dancing and pretending to talk. So take a look at this video. This is whenever I made my massive debut on Marcella.
Last chance.
So as you can see, I had to slow the clips down there, for the simple reason, if you would have blinked, you would have missed me. And anybody asking themselves, what was the point? You were only in it for a second, then you would be wrong. I was in it for 0.8 seconds. So I have to be grateful, because there was over 100 people in that nightclub and only a handful of people were shown, so obviously they understood what I would bring to the show.
This song for me, Applejack.
And also a lucky selection of superfans.
Kyle Doherty. Hi, Kyle.
What's the crack?
So a few years back, I was supposed to actually be on the show, Keeping Our Country, and I refused for the simple reason I wasn't going to be seen running around with a cowboy hat on, brown belt, brown shoes, crosshatch jeans. So I said no to be on the show. But whenever the opportunity came up to do it on a Zoom call, I thought, you know what, there's not going to be any of that shite, so I will go ahead with it. Now, the only problem I had with the interview stage was they made you reword every answer you already gave. So if they asked you a specific question, you give a specific answer, then they made you reword it and incorporate their question, so it's as if you are the one bringing up the topic. But I have been supporting Lisa McHugh for many years now, and I actually set up a country music page on Facebook called Country Music Central, which is one of the biggest in the world for Irish country music promotion. And I had a very successful YouTube channel also, promoting all the artists' music and content. Now, not only did this benefit the artist, but it definitely benefited me in what I'm doing right now, working on my own YouTube channel. I learned a lot of editing skills, and it has definitely benefited me to make this today. So if you are one of my good friends and previously I've had to beg you to like one of my videos, you know who you are, then please don't let it happen this time. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.